Host Cox for the Retirement Toolbox. If you're fearful of stock market losses, this solution is for you. You don't lose money when the markets go down, your money's safe and secure, and you'll earn reasonable rates of return. We're going to demonstrate why the tax-free IULs are a better alternative to 401ks and 403b retirement plans. And we're going to do this with a 15-year look back on an initial $100,000 investment in the S&P 500 index versus a tax-free IUL indexed to the S&P 500 with a 14% cap and a 0% floor. Bottom line, after 15 years, the 401k generated $8,300 a year in taxable income versus $23,000 of tax-free income in the IUL. The 401k had $150,000 of taxable assets. The tax-free IUL had $254,000 in tax-free assets. This is a chart of the S&P 500. The red line represents the 401k. The blue line, the index IUL. As you can see, we started with $100,000. The end result was, as I mentioned previously, $23,000 of tax-free income in the IUL, $8,300 in taxable income in the 401k. We're going to look at this in a little more detail. If we look at the initial $100,000 investment, the first year was pretty good. The markets were up just under 20%. The 401k, the red line, the next 3 years were down years in the market. So not only did the 401k give up the $20,000 profit in the first year, it gave up almost 29% of the initial investment by the end of the fourth year. If we contrast this with the tax-free IUL, we shared in the market upside in year one, and we were capped at 14%. That gain was locked in, so in the subsequent 3 years when the markets were down, we didn't lose money. The gains were locked in previously, and we still had $114,000 in the tax-free IUL versus $71,000 in the 401k. Next few years were up years. The IUL shared in the market upside. But let's fast forward to year 10, 2008, when the S&P 500 was down 39%. You'll see that the 401k, not only did it give up the recovery profits, it was also down 27% from its initial investment of $100,000. So at the end of year 10, we had the 401k worth $73,000. The tax-free IUL was worth about $151,000. And again, at the end of the 15-year period, we had $23,000 a year in tax-free income with the IUL, $8,300 of taxable income in the 401k, which translates to about $5,000 after taxes. Now, you remember in previous videos we said this IRS-approved strategy has been known to double, even triple after-tax retirement income. During this 15-year look back, we didn't just double or triple, it was 4.5 times more income in the tax-free IUL compared to the 401k. And the reason is you don't lose money when the markets go down. You share in market upside when the markets go up, and your gains are locked in. So you never give back the gains you've earned, and because you don't lose money, you're never digging out of an investment hole. That's why many consider this the perfect retirement solution. Not only do you earn reasonable rates of return, your withdrawals are tax-free, penalty-free at any age, and it can produce a tax-free income you won't outlive. You just discovered how to double, even triple your after-tax retirement income with no downside risk, using an IRS-approved strategy that the wealthiest 10% of American families, including the top 1%, have been using for more than 20 years to cut taxes and to preserve capital. This strategy works, and it can work for you. Please call me to get started at 800-955-7898. 800-955-7898. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to your call. On a compliance note, the examples and illustrations you have just seen are hypotheticals based on historical performance. Future results are not guaranteed. Actual results will vary, and the variance could be substantial. The examples and illustrations do not include full disclosure. Tax-free IULs are underwritten living benefit life insurance. The insured must qualify for life insurance. Illustrations with disclosures are provided prior to application. Most states have a 10-day free look period in which the policy can be returned for any reason for a full refund. Thank you for listening. I look forward to your call.